Y'all, wagwan. Tis your boy, Jeton Legendary, and we have a Cyberpunk photo session. This is the Asian ladies part 2. Okay, we got Indonesian V, we got Indian V, and then we got Japanese V. With that being said, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, that notification bell, show to people join Legendary Clean Sports Channel become legendary. I do all things photography, virtual, real life, and sometimes AI. With that being said, check out Instagram. That's where I post most of these photos, and Deviant for the stuff that's a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. Check out the gaming channel. You can see a lot of behind the scenes if you want, and regular games. And the music channel, that's the background music you always hear in my videos. With that being said, let's go. Alrighty, my good peoples, we are in the setup we built on stream a couple of not too long ago. Got the New York background, not literally, it's just there just for looks. It's not there to actually make it look like she's in New York, although I guess it kind of would work, but it also wouldn't work at the same time because well, it is in the middle of the street. But it's all good. It's just mainly for the background look. All right, we're on Indonesian V first. Okay, get that out of here. Where's the light at? Way up there. So let's go ahead and bring that way down because we don't want no weird lighting here. I'm trying to see if I want her on the couch or if we're gonna be doing mostly standing. I think for this outfit it should be mostly standing, since the outfit is pretty fly. But I mean, if I want to make her sit down, then we easily can do that. Oh wait, yeah, you just saw the fit. I mean, she got the gray jacket, the lace top. I mean, then I don't even gotta explain it. I mean, we're gonna see it shortly, you know what I mean? Because I forgot to turn the graphics up. Alrighty, check the fit though. Check the fit, you know what I mean? We got her in that Y2K style. She got the Vans on, the gray pants, the white belt to match the white lace, and the gray sweater jacket with the fucking gold chain. Changed up her hairstyle for this one too because she's been rocking the same shaggy hairstyle for a little bit now. Let me switch it up for this character. This was gonna be for Japanese V, but I kind of thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. The outfit we're gonna be making for her is on the Saucy side for sure. I'm probably gonna do a little extra for the Deviant. I have an amazing setup I'm gonna do for that character. So I'm like, you know what, well, let's use this setup for Indonesian V or Indian V. I decided to choose Indonesian V because Indian V has not yet had, I've not yet done any like beach scenery for that character quite yet, so I think that'd be pretty swaggy for her. Let me see something real quick because I mainly wanted to do a test, but I forgot to test it out. Do I want to keep the frame back there, or should we have it, you know, open? You only really get to see like mountains back there, but well, you know what, we should put it like at the top so you don't see cars and it makes it look like she's pretty high up off the ground, I guess. Really just there for swag purposes, not to actually make it look like she's in New York. I want to do it that way. I would have took her to my New York save, which you know, you don't get no better than that, than the New York save. I know some of y'all probably like, what the heck is the New York save? That's where I'll be taking Bronx V and Brooklyn V. It's a spot here in Cyberpunk that has very New York looking project buildings, and I use that for both Brooklyn and Bronx V. That is Valentina, Dominican V, and Danny, Pinup V. I always use that spot for them too because it is extremely New York looking. So for those who don't know or have never, you know, lived around in the project buildings, here on the West Coast, project buildings tend to be tan. On the East Coast, project buildings tend to be a brownish red. For some reason, man, hold up. So you just gonna watch this much of the video, and you not even gonna subscribe? Nah, don't wave to them. They ain't even hit the subscribe button. Come on now, hit that subscribe button. And here in Cyberpunk, they have a very, very East Coast looking project building. It is a brownish red. The whole area is mad New York looking. You can go back to the photo session I did called New York Styles and Pinup. and you'll see Danny, that's Pinup V, with a Ford GT on the thumbnail. You'll see the buildings. I used it in that video and a few others. The Latina episodes too, because of Dominican V. That apartment building is more New York than you could possibly think, you know. I don't know why they did it like that, but when I had first found it, it was a part of a mission long ago in Cyberpunk, and when I had first found it, I'm like, yo, this spot looks straight fucking New York right here. And then a long time ago, I think Latina's episode 1, that I was trying it took me 6 fucking hours to find that dang place. That was the longest video, that was the longest photo session I've recorded to date. It took 7 hours to finish that episode trying to find those dang apartment buildings. 7 whole hours, man. Because I just, for the life of me, could not find it. I could not remember the name of the mission or nothing. So then I remembered that you get that mission through an email on Cyberpunk. So I went to my character's emails and I found it. I was able to, I went to the internet, typed in such and so with this mission, and people said the name of the mission was, you know, boom bop bam. And I was like, okay, boom. I found the area. Of course, it wasn't actually boom bop bam. I just don't remember. It was a long time ago. I got the place saved now, so I don't really have to remember the mission no more. But boom, we're getting straight into it though with Indonesian V here. You see the swag, man. She swagged up. Make sure that quality is nice and that lighting is nice. And of course, at the same time, we're gonna be filming the behind the scenes, which will be on the gaming channel, because we're gonna be building Japanese V and Indian V a setup. I wanted to do some real Indian themed stuff for her, but nobody has anything like that. The Moroccan Dreams was the only thing I was able to find, and that's you know, that's more obviously on the Arab side. It ain't quite the same as Indian folks stuff. So, unfortunately, I could not find anything that would work for her to do a very Indian setup. So I'm like, you know what? We have done no beach themed stuff for that character. It is summer after all. Venus Doom. Shoot, I guess I'm gonna have to use this pose on Japanese V. Her name is Venus after all. Wait till y'all see her setup though. That crap gonna be crazy. If you want to see the behind the scenes of how I create these setups, head on over to the gaming channel. That's where I upload pretty much all of those, because it would make these photo videos way too dang long if I was to add those the building process to these videos. Would be, because the build process videos are usually an hour, then these videos are about an hour to 2, so these dang videos would be like 3, nearly 4 hours long. That ain't gonna work. We'll probably try that. I didn't even do that with the Halloween video, which, when, you know, Halloween comes back around, I will absolutely be doing another Halloween photo session with all of my characters again. Although I was so disappointed in how I messed up the first episode, accidentally getting rid of the full video. I was only able to upload the 17-minute variant, which at the time I was like, nah, I think people really do truly enjoy the longer videos. Then I looked, trying to find the dang video, and it was nowhere to be found. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. I deleted that dang joint on accident. For all the people who know, when you're deleting large items on Microsoft, it'll ask you, this is too big for the recycling bin, do you want to scrap it? So the thing is, I was deleting a bunch of old gaming videos that I had already uploaded, or not old, but videos I had already uploaded, and it was in the mix with those videos. So I hit yes without paying attention to the fact that my dang photography video there. Let me open up the folder. You see if these the lighting is good. Right, so we're gonna back that down just a bit. I'm gonna say right there should be. That look like. So I didn't get to do that one fully. I have a lot more characters now than I had then. So I have to see how many characters I have total. We might have to split it into like 3 different Halloween episodes. There's no way we're gonna be able to do that in one episode. That crap would be like 6 hours long. Now, of course, if people want to see a 6-hour long episode, I'd make it happen. But I think it'd probably be better to split it up. So let me need some more light for the background. You can't even see the background there. The inside is good, but the background is not. Let's lighten that up just a little bit. 25 should be good. And take a light, move it through the wall. I said through the wall. Brighten that up real nice. I guess we another one. Another one. Get a bit more light in the background. Not working though. It will. How far is this? Oh, I forgot that picture is farther back than I realized. That this direction, duplicate, and that this direction, item. Oh, now the background has just a bit more light. Let's go one more for number 7 though. 7 side ain't bright enough. Here we go. That way, what is that? That looks a lot better now. Of course, we just ignore those lights because we don't care about those lights. They're where they need to be, and that is all that matters. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and disconnect that from our character so we can accidentally move them. But yeah, I accidentally had trashed that, so we, instead of getting to see the full episode that I had did with all my characters at the time, we were only able to see part 2 with the other characters. It was gonna be one whole joint, like I said, but I'm like, nah, that's gonna be too dang long. However, coming this Halloween, we definitely gonna make that happen again. I got a bit more stuff than I had before, so a lot of those Halloween a lot of the Halloween props I got now I didn't have then. I had them during the 2nd episode, but even now I got more stuff. Alright, that looks a million times better. Got light in the background and healthy amount of light in the foreground without it being overbearing or drowning out her lighting. Probably let me test out a light blocker. I don't mind light on the couch. What I don't want is the amount of light on the actual background. That isn't. Okay, never mind. Oh, being a dang abyssal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a metal wall. We're gonna have light somewhere, and without it, that looks way too dang dark. I think I'm trying to overdo it out here. Yeah, that crap came out mad nice. I'm always gonna do holiday themed stuff. Christmas come back around, same old thing. Gonna definitely do some Christmas themed stuff. A whole lot of Christmas themed stuff too. That's my favorite dang holiday, so you know I'm gonna be doing Christmas stuff. Like we did last year. Just like we did last year. That's a long time from now though, so ain't too worried about it right now. Although if I do find some more stuff, I will add some more. A lot of my Christmas stuff came out quite nice though. That is the main reason why Cyberpunk will forever be my main photo game, is because I can spawn my sceneries and create them how I need to. As much as I love doing Skyrim photos, I am quite limited in Skyrim, realistically, of what I can do. I'm stuck to terrain, having to find a good spot I haven't used. The only freedom I get is characters and outfits. Now, of course, if you have characters and outfits, that's dang near all you need realistically. But if you want to create much more, you need more than just characters and outfits. Yeah. Same thing with Fallout. Fallout, my freedom is characters and items, and sometimes you can build stuff. Because of, you know, obviously Fallout has a way to build things. But not everybody has things that you can build. Now, I luckily have some Christmas and Halloween stuff, but in comparison to Cyberpunk, outside of like truly building, of course, Fallout has much better true building, because, you know, Cyberpunk, obviously, you're not supposed to be able to do stuff like this. But, the freedom is still there. Because in Fallout, a lot of people like to build, you know, scavenger-themed stuff. I mean, after all, it is Fallout 4. But Cyberpunk has that issue, too. People love building the scavenger look, the 2077 techno look. Me personally, I'm not a fan. kind of a whack look, but there are also more than enough people creating good, normal, casual stuff. In my personal opinion, I highly doubt a lot of people will be rocking the techno style even in 2077, 2077. I mean, I kind of doubt it. I think most people will still be wearing fairly casual looking clothes like what she's wearing now. The thing is, people don't like to move up in styles too fast. Even to the point where in this modern day, you have people who will still rock nothing but suits. You got people who will rock clothing like it's 1992. And now, you know, the Y2K style is back in action. So, it tends to never really stray too far from where it once was. And when you do have people rocking more of a tech fit, it's like a dang New Yorker rocking a Nike Tech. Still fairly normal. Or actually, I can't even say fairly normal. It's pretty dang normal looking. I mean, Nike Techs, you know, a Nike Tech fit isn't like isn't a crazy looking thing. It's actually pretty freaking normal. Never seen a Nike Tech. Look it up. It genuinely is like a it's like a tracksuit, but instead of it being the old school velour, which a lot of people still rock, especially I see a lot of women rocking velour tracksuits again. Like it's fucking like we back in '95 in this piece. Guess what? The velour tracksuits on a woman, there was a thing in the 70s. It was a thing in 78-ish, 79-ish. Became a thing again in like 85, 86, 87. Became a thing in like 92, 93, 94 again. Became a thing in 98 to 2001. Became a thing again in like 08 to 2012 when you saw all kinds of fucking people rocking bedazzled velour tracksuits. Guess what? It's the year 2025. It's back again. And the styles tend to constantly circle unless the style is too old. I doubt we'll be seeing people rock, you know, 1770s Victorian dresses and stuff like that again. But when it comes to the modern style, 1940s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, so on and so forth, the styles tend to circulate back again. I'm sure at some point in time, bell bottoms will probably be in for like the 60th time again. Just like tracksuits are in for the 60th time again. Everybody named Mama rocking the Y2K style, which was realistically started in like the late-ish, early-ish 90s or mid to late 90s. Then it came back in like the early 2000s. Then it had a small return in like 08, 09. These styles always come back, especially in certain places where style is always stylish but understandable. Like New York, like Cali. You know, a lot of folks in California still rocking the same styles that have been rocked in Cali since the 70s. Same with New York. You got tracksuits were fucking huge in the 80s in New York. Like I said, it's 2025. You go to the Bronx, you go to Brooklyn. Right now, you will see people in velour tracksuits. You'll mostly see women in velour tracksuits. You'll see dude in the Nike Tech suits. Same thing with the UK. UK do the same thing too. A lot of dudes right now in the UK is rocking Nike Tech. California dudes are still rocking khakis with Converse. You know, styles tend not to change too much. And I just don't see it being a thing in 2077. Yes, it's a very long time from now, but even then, like I said, You got people still dressing like it's the 1950s, and you'll be surprised how many people dress like that. How long ago was 1950 now? 70-ish years, if my math is correct. 1950, if we go flat 1950, that was 75 years now, if I'm correct. Guess what? You still see cars from the 50s driving around. Still see people rocking the 50s outfits and stuff like that. And it's not just like the little festivals. It's like a full-on thing. Rockabilly, that's what they call it. That people really dress like that. They truly do. Genuinely do. And that's their thing, that's their style. So when you see a lot of the people, you know, a lot of folks creating the outfits you see now with the 2077, I genuinely don't think people will be dressing like that. You know what I'm saying? Like what she's wearing now, it fits extremely well, even in the terms of Cyberpunk, because you just know people are still going to be dressing casually like this. Because you see the style now and people do not like it. Having the tech fits with the straps all over the dang place, and a lot of people are not a fan of it. There's been so many people attempting to make that a style for like 2 decades, almost 3 decades now. If I'm not mistaken, that whole tech fit idea came out in like late 90s. It still ain't caught on. Does well, in my personal opinion, kinda ugly. Not great looking. Got all these unnecessary straps, 50,000 pockets and stuff. It's like, you know, cargo pants had a perfect amount of pockets. Anything beyond that is overdoing it. You know what I'm saying? I rock some cargos, but you're not going to see me rock some pants with 50 different belts on it for no dang reason. Other than for the tech style, which to me doesn't look very tech a lot of the times. But you know, of course, that's each to each their own. For me personally, I just don't see a lot of people rocking that even in the year of 2077. When I make my characters rock the casual fits that they rock, it fits perfectly within this world, because you just know for Night City, California, people not gonna be wearing stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Is you still gonna be seeing Chucks, still gonna be seeing skater dudes, surfer dudes, valley girls, all this stuff. All the stuff that has been a staple in California since probably since the 40s. Just the style changed up a little bit. I mean, look at a lot of the Mexican folks in Cali. They still be rocking the dress shoes, the baggy fucking suit pants, the suspenders. Look at a lot of black folks. We still been rocking Chucks since the 50s. The tall socks, you know what I mean? The basketball player look and all that. We've been doing that since forever. Since Chucks came out. In 55, if I'm not mistaken. We've been rocking that style for the longest. And it just has not faded away yet, because it's clean, it's simple, and it's stylish. That's what a lot of people like. Clean, simple, and stylish. Y2K style is a very simple but stylish style. That's why you see so many people rocking it again for like the 50th time now. Will it die off? Probably not. There's a lot of fly crap that came out in the early 2000s. A lot of nice crap came out in the early 2000s. It'll probably never die off, just for that simple reason. Crap was fly as fuck in the early 2000s. And the big NASCAR jackets, the big sports jackets, the jerseys, especially for the West Coast. Big jerseys with the khakis and stuff. Crap was clean. You got a lot of people making the emo-ish, gothic-ish textile. It's just more than likely not going to be a common thing. If it is, then shoot, it is. But I kinda doubt it. Styles circulate for a reason, and that's because that's what people gravitate to and love the most. And simplicity is always the biggest thing. A lot of people don't know it, they don't pay attention to it, but simplicity, huge. I mean, look at the outfit she's wearing now. It's very simple. I could easily see somebody rocking this. Maybe not the lace top. I kind of went for the lace top on purpose just to add to the photos. Well, then again, maybe some people would. I mean, you are covered up with the jacket. But it's a simple style. She got on some Vans, some baggy gray jeans, a white belt, white top, gray jacket with a gold chain. That is dumb simple. You can see somebody rocking this right now. That right there is the biggest thing that comes to whether people will pick up on a style or not. The whole tech look that you see a lot that people do in Cyberpunk is really the heck poses these. It's really attached to that the whole fashion thing. You see them fashion models be walking on them stages with them goofy looking outfits on. It's kinda attached to that in a way. Not like 100% obviously, but a little bit. Because that's kind of what you saw before they started doing the weirdo crap with like fucking, I don't even know what they be doing these days. A lot of goofy crap you obviously would not see on the streets. But it's like that type of thing. A lot of people prefer to keep it simple. But you see so many people instead of you know, when they come out their house, they rocking like slides and Crocs. Simple. You about to go on the block real quick, maybe hit up the store. You don't need to be really wearing nothing special. You're just going to the corner store. You're just going to fucking Target, Walmart, wherever the fuck people be shopping these days. I say these days as if Target and Walmart are not still the fucking common factor places you're going to be headed to if you're going anywhere out in the public. More than likely you're headed to one of the two. I guess it depends on the person. Want to feel bougie, then it's Target. You really don't give a crap, then Walmart. But you know, you see people rocking casual stuff because it's what works. Imagine trying to put on an outfit that's got like 15, 16 different straps on it. You lose your dang mind. It take you 16 minutes just to go to Walmart real quick. And that's just you getting dressed. That's just you putting your shirt on or something. Ain't even the pants yet. Pants got about 30-ish straps. You gotta figure out how not to get stuck in the crap. It's like you know, people, they like simplicity. The tech theme is not simplistic. So I need more folks out here making more casual fits. Everybody I follow on Nexus is because they make a lot of casual style clothing. And to me, that is what I like. The casual style clothing is the best. Because you just know that's what people are still going to be rocking. I mean, think about it. Like I said, 1950 was 75 years ago, if my math is correct, which I do believe it is, because it's pretty simple math. It's 2025, 1950. That was 75 years ago. You still got people rocking stuff from 75 years ago. Still, to this day, people are still rocking stuff from 75 years ago. So if we go up to 2027, which if my math is correct, that's 32 years from now, how much is it really gonna change from where it is now? Probably not too much, because it tends not to. There might be a new little piece added that wasn't seen before, much like the Nike Tech joints, but probably won't change a ton. You'll see a little bit of something, kind of like how sneakers look a lot different from where they were, but even then, not that much. Like the Air Max look now is pretty old. Pretty sure Air Maxes came out in like, what was the first pair of Air Maxes? In like 95? The Air Max 95s? First Air Maxes. You know we always look up something during these videos. The first Nike Air Maxes 87. Oh dang, so they're even older than I thought. So boom, there you go. People love Air Maxes today. Guess what? Came out in 87. And they still pretty much look the dang same as they did back in 87. 1987. People love Nike Blazers. When did those come out? 77, if I'm not mistaken. 72 to 77. I think there's two different types. The first type with like the extra little pieces of leather and stuff, those are 77. Then there's ones that got a little bit more baldness to them, or 72. The ones that got more baldness to them, I think those are 77. You know what I'm saying? So when you finally do find someone who's modding regular clothing into the game, it's like a gem. You know what I mean? It's like you just found a diamond amongst all the rocks. You found this diamond, and you can't wait till they make some new stuff. There's a dude on Nexus. I think his name is Tyriki. I think that's how you say it. I wish this dude would hurry up and make something new, man, because he had all the fire street clothing you would see, even in a 2077 I said Cadillac. What the fuck? I was thinking of 1977. He was just talking about the Blazers. He adds the heat. He's the guy who made the Timberlands you see my characters rocking. Especially if you go back to the New York episode. Bronx V had the butters. Brooklyn V had the chocolates. Tim's, he made them. Okay? The Dickie suit, which I wish he would have made it for the female characters too. He only made it for the male characters though. That nice as fuck hat I had OGV rocking in a little music video I made. 2 more to go. Let's get 2 more really good poses. Kind of limited on poses for this character due to the elbows popping out of the dang sleeves. That is also video game modding for you. Sometimes things just don't work the way you might need them to. But he made a lot of fucking heat clothing. He got the fucking street clothing, the stuff you would most likely still see in California, even in the year 2077. Dickie suits, Chuck Taylors, Air Force Ones, Tim boots. I mean, Tim's would probably never go out of style. If they were to go out of style, that would be astonishing. That'd be the craziest thing known to mankind for something like that to happen. But I doubt that, because it's Tim's. I'm a West Coast dude, and guess what's in guess what pair of boots I got in my dang closet? A pair of fucking sparkly clean Tim's, dude. I don't know about sparkly, but a pair of butters. Will I wear them? When it gets cold enough. Not while it's hot, okay? Too dang hot for that. Having a fucking straight heat and them Timbs be nasty as fuck. You wearing some Timbs at 108 degrees, 110, 115. Not a good idea. But, you know what I mean, when it gets cool enough, man, I'm rocking my Timbs, dude. I'm rocking the Timbs. You feel what I'm saying? It's just certain things that's just not gonna go out of style. Like I said, you'll see a couple of things pop up here and there. But as someone like myself who does pay attention to fashion quite a bit, okay, while I be designing clothes and stuff, I mean, I'm trying to make sure if y'all ever decide to purchase merch from me that it's absolute fire, I'm always paying attention. And there's a very small amount of people who are rocking tech fits similar to what you see a lot of people create and what exists within Cyberpunk. Very few people. You dang near never see it. Actually, at least I don't. I'm on the West Coast, so I don't know about the East Coast, but here on the West Coast, you dang near do not see people dressing like that. It is near impossible. The only time you'll see a lot of people dressing like that is, I think it is more common on the East Coast, but the only time you're going to see it a lot is if you're within the community of people who dress that way. If you're not, you will practically never see it. And like I said, in my personal opinion, actually, well, I don't even know if I can say my personal opinion. It's a lot of people, nobody dresses like it. It's just not that good looking. Okay? You should always dress for yourself, of course. But if I'm gonna dress for myself, it ain't gonna be that. That is a full 10, and these photos look great. Now we move on to Japanese V. Oh no, Indian V. We have not seen her yet. So oh shoot, I messed up. I should have did her first. I just realized that because we didn't even see her. Whoops. Shoot, I'm gonna reverse it in editing. Alrighty, set up for Indian V because we've never done beach themed photos on her. It's pretty simple. Pretty simple. We have a gargantuan sandcastle in the water on the beach. Okay, let me fly. Okay, turn all this off. Oh, I always forget I can't record while turning the settings up because that causes issues. Oh, not the clouds, the fog. All right, here's the setup. Sun is back there beaming. All right, got our gargantuan sandcastle, which in real life would never work because it would definitely start to melt after a while, but it'll look swaggy for her photos, and that is what's most important. Though I'm gonna be honest, these shorts are scaring me a little bit because I'm not 100% sure what they'll do. So we're probably gonna have to treat this like Skyrim and do photos off to the side a bit. That's how you be safe. Do the photos off to the side. Fake sun is straight shining in the background. Oh goodness. Okay, so that down a bit. I may have made her too shiny. I mean, she is in the water, but goodness. Guess there's no such thing as too shiny, huh? Unless she just straight up look like she's drowning. That ain't shiny, you know, that's submerged. That's something else. That's not good. That's what that is. The depth of field on. Boom. Now we are ready to work. You're not gonna see like a whole ton of the background. One of these days I'm gonna use the sandcastle again because I still want to do an episode of like on the beach with multiple characters. It's gonna be a hard task though. That's why I haven't done it yet, because it ain't gonna be easy. We're gonna need mostly seated poses for this clearly, so let's see what I got here. Still never found out what those two pose packs are. I'm gonna try to get them fixed, but I haven't figured out what they are yet. Where the heck's she at? Oh. This might be too much of a pose. This is gonna be kind of hard to operate with. We're gonna have to move the lights a lot. Lighting will be moving quite often. Okay, she's literally laying down. Let's not go. Lighting will have to be moved very often in order to make that work. Okay, that's all a part of, you know, photography, so that what you're doing is working. Move the castle up toward her if needed, instead of moving her too much. That's where issues start happening. You gotta move your character too dang much. So nowadays, I don't even move the character. I move the prop to the character. And make sure it fits to whatever possible pose I'm gonna be using, you know? It's a easy way to do it realistically. Otherwise, won't have to be moving her too much and changing and fixing lightings and stuff. I don't know how well this is going to work on this side. I might have to put it to the front of the castle where it's mostly flat. I wanted to make use of the stairs, but I don't think we'll have that possibility due to how little space there actually is. After all we did was take a tiny sandcastle and make it large. Probably going to take a bit more work than that to get this thing to work properly. Which poses? I've been posing a lot as of recent, ever since I got them working again. What I have not been using a lot of is these ones and the ones slightly ahead. I've been using the other ones ever since I got them fixed just a little too much. Those were some of my the quality is not great, to be honest. I think we should just do some regular beach thing. After all, like I said, we didn't really do nothing on her yet, so the quality of that castle is looking pretty bad, and I am not a fan. Looking a little too bad. That quality is not good. That ain't gonna work. Y'all know I like to keep my stuff as high quality as possible. Gotta move her forward then, because she's, I'm pretty sure, fairly deep in the water. Make her sit down. She will definitely be submerged. We can keep her here for now, though. I like to keep as much quality as possible, and that castle is not working. It looks like crap that big. To be fair, I did increase the size of it by 2,000 pixels. I think, whatever the fuck you want to call it, I don't know. It ain't its original size. Too dang big. That ain't gonna work. Move her up a bit. This water's deep. Stay right about here. Still in the water, but not too much. Not to the point where she'll be fucking drowning. Hopefully the mic still sounds nice and clear. I'm standing up now. I've been sitting down too long. Booty was hurting. Can't be sitting down too long, you know. Alright. Beach scenery for Indian V. This is the first. We'll make it clean. I mean, she's on the beaches of Night City. We got to get to Japanese V. First setup is going to be pretty crazy if I do it properly, which, you know, obviously I will. Can't have nothing less than the best, you know what I'm saying? Gotta make sure we do hers at tip-top shape, and the idea I got, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be dumb nice, because I got some crap I can make use of. It's gonna be dumb for sure. Okay, gonna be dumb for sure. It was a little risky going with these shorts, but I knew it wouldn't show nothing, so that's why I went with them. It's gonna match nice, won't show nothing. Let's go ahead and I think we got this maybe a little too dark, so we're gonna lighten it up a bit. He has a darker skin tone, but not this much. That means I've reduced the light a little too much. So let's bring that up a bit. 75, god dog. Go about. Well, yeah, no, 60. Any more than that, it might get drowned out a little bit. Okay. Go ahead, get that out the way. Her hairstyle is an older mod that I've been using for a while, but she's my only character that rocks it, and it fits her quite well. I didn't really have too much of an issue with her rocking this hairstyle. Well, I've kept it the same. It has not changed yet. It looks great on her. So, gonna rock with this one right here. Long curly hair, dark hair tone. One of the hardest things to do when you're making dark tone characters and making sure that they're not looking like other races. Cyberpunk has a great character customization where it is easy to not recreate the same character, but it is also easy to accidentally recreate the same character. That's how Samoan V came to be. So if you know what you're doing, you wouldn't accidentally create the same character. If you're not paying attention, like during the stream when I was making the 3 Arab characters and how I had to keep making sure I wasn't recreating her, that's because she uses a lot of the newer existing features, as where my older characters use the older features. So it's easy to stray from the old features that I've already used up on older characters versus the new features that I have not yet fully discovered. You know what I'm saying? That's the difference. That's the difference right there. All right, let's make sure this quality is good. She's always going to be, the lights is always going to be a little extra because of the shiny skin mod, so we got to keep it fairly light. But, you know, the character can't be in the water and dry as fuck. That doesn't make sense. Gotta make sense. Number 1. Number 2, I mean, we got her on the beach, so get the knife from. No knives. This character does not have a build. She's a normal Night City citizen. This one. Maybe we'll go ahead and use this joint right here. She's a normal Night City citizen, you know. Don't have no knives and daggers on her. Although if you live in a place like this, it would be best to stay ready so you ain't gotta get ready, you know. That's in a real way. But not everybody is on that same level of thinking, you know. Not all folks of Night City gonna be rolling around with knives, guns, and stuff. It's only some of my characters. 3 of my who knows how many characters have builds. That's my 3 oldest characters. OG V, Mexico V, and Country V. OG V, as some of y'all might know, is melee. Country V, as probably none of you would know because I've never talked about it, I think. No, yes I have. That was a long time ago though. Country V is a netrunner / stealth pistol build. And Mexico V is a heavy arms build. So that is big fucking LMGs and shotguns. Although I mostly only use LMG. my shotgun character. Well, no, I do use a lot of shotguns on her. Mostly on Xbox. On Xbox, I use a lot of shotguns on her. On PC, I used to use a lot of LMGs. But I kind of switched over to shotguns just because shotguns are love, shotguns are life, you know. I got so many shotgun mods and no LMG mods. So, ain't nobody making no LMG mods out here. Somebody had an AK pack with an RPK in it, but they were replacers. So unfortunate because I wanted that pack so dang bad. When I saw the AK-47 and the RPK, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna need those. And then he was like, nope, replacers, and I was like, dang, never mind. I've never been a big fan of replacer mods, just for one simple reason. Sometimes you don't really want to replace what exists within the game. You know what I mean? I might not use it very often, but I would prefer not to replace stuff that is in the game. If I can get something completely and totally new, you know what I mean, I would rather that than to replace what exists within the game. Even if I don't use it very much. If ever, honestly. A lot of my characters do not use vanilla weapons except OGV, and that's because I have her with the Witcher, the two-hand Witcher sword, which is like a witch blade, and dual tomahawks. Because she's supposed to be Native American, so I like to make her real witch hunter. Real witch hunter activity. Because you got the dang witch hunter blade with dual tomahawks. We're really out here doing that, you know what I mean? As for the rest of my characters, they do not use vanilla stuff. Country V does not use vanilla pistols. She has a Desert Eagle. No, her sniper rifle is vanilla. Because no one really has any sniper rifle mods, unfortunately. Maybe in the future, but right now there's no sniper rifle mods. So her sniper rifle is vanilla, but her pistols, she has a dang revolver from Modern Warfare 2022, 357 Magnum. Of the Colt variant, and Desert Eagle from Modern Warfare 2022, or a GE from Modern Warfare 2022 of the Desert Eagle variety. That thing was not called the Desert Eagle. Modern Warfare 2022 is called the GE50. I guess Treyarch and Infinity Ward and all them kind of got tired of paying people. I don't blame them, but at the same time, you know, that's what made Call of Duty cooler. To having actual vehicle names. And to have the GE50 instead of the Desert Eagle 50. That's what it is. Desert Eagle 50 cal, 50 AE. Where did I have the first one at? 79? Okay, yeah, 79. That should be good. No point of overcorrecting. I don't think that's much of a difference. Shoot, if anything, it adds too much shadow on the back of her leg, so let's keep it, spread it out nicely. See it as much when it's spread it out more. I got the GE, no Desert Eagle, the GE, dude. Like, the fuck is a GE? The fuck is a GE, dude? Only guns that ever do keep their real names are guns that are stupidly old, like the AK-47. It has been past 75 years, I believe. No, yeah. It's 77 years since the AK came out, so you can use the name AK-47. M16 ain't that old yet, but it's an American staple, so I think they allow that one. But certain other guns don't get their original names. A lot of guns don't, except for those real old guns. Old guns like the, you know, MP40s and stuff, where you can use the real names, the Pipish, because they're old and they're past the 75-year mark. So you can easily use the actual names. The guns that are not past the 75-year mark, you gotta pay up trademarking and all that. They don't be wanting to do that these days. So they go with goofy names like the GE50 instead of the Desert Eagle 50. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't blame them, you know. If you ain't gotta pay no extra, then don't. But the original names was cooler, dude. But then again, that could be because, well, they're not making as much money as they used to. The newer Call of Duties. Call of Duties do be sucking. Okay, I don't see much hope for Black Ops 7, especially since they're trying to bring back the boost jumping. Like, not very many people were a fan of the boost jumping. Why in the world would you bring that back? Now, me personally, like I said, if it's on Game Pass, I'll mess around with it because I don't have to purchase it. If it's on Game Pass, I'll mess around with it. I see it over on the gaming channel a little bit every now and then. Especially because I'm going to be doing the zombies. It's a Treyarch game, so it'll have zombies. If not, well then shoot, you definitely ain't going to be seeing me play that bullcrap. I wish they would bring Outbreak back. Outbreak was the greatest zombies game mode, man. I don't care what nobody say, dude. It was adventurous. The more adventure in the game, the better it is, in my personal opinion. The reason why I had quit playing Warcraft was because it lost its adventure. It was no longer a personal game. It became a job game. A lot of modern day games are job games now. My problem is, me personally, Call of Duty is not my job. Now see, if I hop on Cyberpunk and we doing what we're doing now, where I will gladly sit here for the next 3-4 hours working on some photos, that is something I would gladly do, because this is what I was going to do any dang ways. Feel what I'm saying? Is it late? Yeah. Should I have chosen a better time to record this? Yes, but I'm not sleepy yet, so it's all good. Have I been recording this for the past hour, almost 2 now? Yes. Okay, am I gonna edit it down so that you don't actually see all 3 hours of the process, maybe 4? Yep. But guess what? It was all because I wanted to. Alright? It was all because the people wanted me to. You feel what I'm saying? But getting on fucking Call of Duty and spending the next 8 hours on it, I'm cool off that idea. That idea sucks, you know? That ain't a good idea at all, as a matter of fact. I wonder how many people, you know, actually know if they enjoy games or not. Or just doing it because they have genuinely nothing better to do. His pose is cool, but you know, she is a saucy type character, but that might be a little too much. That's not really her style, you know. Even if you know, the outfit is a little crazy. That pose is something else. That's something I would do. That's something I would use for Japanese V, which we about to log into right after this. You feel what I'm saying? I say that in the very next photo we're about to do. Her outfit says otherwise, but look, that's not the point. You feel what I'm saying? I'm going to hop on a game. I'm going to swag out a character. Okay, like tomorrow, I've realized that I have not done any photos on Roderick, my my werewolf guy over on Skyrim. So what am I gonna be doing tomorrow? You know, I'm gonna hop on that character. We're gonna do some photos with Roderick. It won't be a part of any of the episodes because I don't know where he would fit. I don't have enough male characters for that. But you know, it's a swaggy character. I'm gonna do some styles on him, just like we're doing right now. This is what I'm gonna do. I might get on like zombies and goof around, and that's just because zombies, you can do that. But like hopping on online and fucking stressing out and crap, I'm cool on that. That ain't an option to me anymore. No game that is built to aggravate you, to me, in my personal opinion, is worth the time anymore. Shouldn't be worth anybody's dang time. I mean, unless you just want to stress out over a video game, then sure. That's like when you hear dudes talking about, man, I did 8 hours at work and I just want to come home and chill out and play some Call of Duty. Man, you better get into zombies or campaign. What you playing multiplayer for? These little fools is out here playing multiplayer like crazy, and most of them is cheating. What are you wasting your time trying to play multiplayer for? And if you just want to, hop in a private session, turn on some veteran bots and play that. That's more fun, because at least with the veteran bots, you know you're dying because they're just genuinely better than you and not a bunch of dang cheaters. Feel what I'm saying? That's how I see it, at least. I'd rather die to a dang veteran bot that I know is better than me than to die to a person who is blatantly cheating. You know what I'm saying? Don't give a crap if you know or not. They gonna cheat. You gonna report. And guess what? The next day, I'm gonna hop back on for another 10 hours. Playing all dang day. You'll come home from work. Like, dang, I just want to play. Didn't I report this guy? How did he not get in trouble? Because they don't give a crap. Fools ain't banning no dang body unless it's like blatantly hard hacking. You using Chronozins and Xenias, they ain't banning crap. Like, nope. let that person keep playing, because most likely this person's gonna spend money on a bunch of fucking skins and stuff. Although I ain't gonna lie, there is one skin I want to get my hands on. Black Ops 6. It's kind of swaggy, I ain't gonna lie. So one of the Puerto Rican lady, they gave her a dang luchadora outfit. That crap is clean. Guess how I'm gonna do that? Probably with some Microsoft points. I ain't about to spend my actual money. Feel what I'm saying? And better get on some Skyrim, some Fallout, some chill stuff. I don't know about Fallout, you might get a lot of jump. Fallout be jump scaring the crap out of me. I don't know what it is with Fallout. It's just, they're really good at setting that eerie atmosphere and then having a red roach pop out of nowhere on you. Scaring the crap out of me, dude. I got jump scared a million times in Fallout. But you know, do stuff like that, gotta worry about dang, I came home from a hard day of work just to be able to play some Call of Duty. I can't get a kill to save my life. Half them fools is cheating. Of course you can't get a kill to save your life. Half them fools is cheating. Guess what's gonna happen to them? Nothing. Like I said, nothing. You could report them, but they ain't gonna get banned. Okay? And some people just make overly good strategies. You feel what I'm saying? Some people just have overly good strategies. If they're not cheating, they got overly good strategies. So, over on the gaming channel, if you head over to the gaming channel, you can see that I have a video, 2 videos, called I'm Untouchable and something else, I forgot what it was, in Chaos Nuketown. I am by no means good at Black Ops 6. However, I have a build that allows me to get like 70 plus kills dang near each and every game I play. Why? Not that I'm good at it, it's just that I found a build that works. You're not willing to sit there and take the time to find a build that works, like I was for that little bit, just because it was the first time I've had genuine fun on a public Call of Duty game. You know, wasting your time. Crap ain't fun any dang way. At least to me it's not. You'll find that one build that works, that one thing that works, and even then will still get played with that build. Somehow, some way, someone will still find ways to kill you. It's like, well, how the fuck you pull that off? I got this and that on. Put on flakjack and somehow you still getting one shot by bombs and crap. You know? But the person that you're shooting at isn't, and they don't have flakjacket on. That's the state of modern Call of Duty. It ain't worth playing. Unless you do some zombies. Unless you get in the campaign. Smack some bots, you know what I mean? Zombies, I never played zombies back in the day. I got into zombies in Black Ops Cold War because I had found out that you can progress. I can get camos, I can level up my guns, unlock guns, attachments and stuff. When I found that out, I dang near was never in a public game. You dang near couldn't catch me in a public game. I might hop into a public game every now and then, just to, you know, I leveled up a gun and I want to see how good it is. Man, you could dang near never catch me in a public game, dude. Public games, the fuck is that? I'm playing zombies, baby. I'm playing Outbreak, baby. That's what I'm doing. The adventure. Adventurous is what makes a game great. Not fast-paced and instant gratification. That's what makes it annoying and stressful. A lot of people, you know what I mean, they don't really be thinking about it like that though. Think, oh shoot, I hop in the game and a match starts instantly and I get to start shooting at people. Now that makes the game fun. That's how they play the crap out of you. Get you to be emotionally invested in the wrong way. You know, not emotionally invested into a good story. Emotionally invested into why the fuck does this 13-year-old keep killing me? Because that little fool is cheating. And now you want your revenge, so you're gonna sit there and waste the next 5-6 hours attempting to be better than somebody you just can't be. Because they're cheating and play too dang much. Feel what I'm saying? This little buster comes home from school, plays like 9 hours, while cheating at the same time. You're not gonna win. Simple, you just can't. Unless you think of a build that works, and even then, you're not gonna beat him face to face, you'll beat him in like higher score, and your score streaks done killed him a million times, but not actually with your gun. You might have snuck him because he was on the hard point while and not paying attention, just trying to get the hard point and smacking the crap out of your teammates. But you lucked up on a kill because you saw him laying there. And he didn't see you standing up on top of the freaking banister on Nuketown and crap. I'm speaking from experience here. In all those games where I get like 115 kills and only like 5 deaths, and those 5 deaths I have is because I'm killing myself on purpose so I can get more score streaks. It's not because I was actually going toe to toe with those people. I'm sitting here camping at the top of I'm camping in the Nuketown buildings. I got blast traps everywhere. I got freaking joints that get me extra points toward my next score streak as soon as I spawn into the game. You feel what I'm saying? All that building took, that build took months to create. Not literally, because I wasn't actually taking months to create it, but it's a build I didn't figure out was useful until months within the game, and it only works in one situation, and that is Chaos Nuketown. 10v10 Nuketown for those who don't play Call of Duty. Okay. 10v10 Nuketown is the only reason that works. If I try that in any other form of Nuketown, okay, that isn't 10v10 domination, it sucks. Because now I have to actually fight against these people who do nothing but play Call of Duty all day. Is that an issue on Skyrim? Absolutely not. That's inexistent in Skyrim. I can do whatever the fuck I want in Skyrim. Does that exist in Fallout? Nope. Does that exist here in Cyberpunk? Nope. You feel what I'm saying? Does that exist in Far Cry? Nope. Does that exist in any actual decent to good to great single player game? Absolutely not. That's why all I play is single player games. I don't play no online games no more. You might catch me in the Warzone Clash game mode because it's decent fun if you're not getting played, because it's adventurous. That's it though. That is it. You ain't gonna catch me nowhere else. Okay? That's a full 10. Now we gotta hop on Japanese V and build the craziest scenery after I get me some water. I've been talking this whole time with no water. I thought it dry as fuck. I almost died just now. Alrighty folks, how does this look? Looks pretty crazy, right? We got the cherry blossom trees all over the place. And we got Venus in the background because we're on Venus. Well, now the sun want to be brightened out when we don't need it to be there. Do we add a little bit of clouds? I feel like if we add some clouds, that'll probably look crazy. Oh wait, hold on, the graphics ain't even up, so we're not even truly seeing it for its full detail. Alright, there it goes. I'm gonna be honest, I think I left the shiny skin mod on. If I did, she don't be shiny. I'm not about to back out. And that means I would have to rebuild all this. We've been sitting here building this for a little while now. Boom, there's the fit. This is going to be a 2-parter photo. So one's going to be for Instagram, the other is going to be for DeviantArt. This is the fit. Somebody made this. This crap is it's pretty dang nice looking. Look at that background though. You can't tell me we ain't really make that pop. Okay, look at that crap. Got Venus in the background, trees is back there. I added a tall bit of grass back there as well so you can really see. So it doesn't look so dead. Because beforehand it was looking pretty dead. Beforehand it was looking a little dead back there. I might need to pull the sun up just a little bit though. Get a little bit more light. I mean, that's not too bad. I probably could add a light or two back there. Brighten it up a bit. Shall see. He's a pale skinned character, so we do have to be careful on how much light we're giving her without accidentally drowning the character out. Looks pretty good so far. But we definitely have to bring that down, which means we're definitely gonna need some lights in the background. Let's see here. Oh, something's missing here. On the wrong dang tab. I'm gonna try to add some lights to the background because Venus, you can see Venus quite well. You can also see Venus quite well. But the trees lose a little bit of their color. That could be because we made it a little too dark. Let's see. Or not too dark, but not enough sunlight. Let's bring that up a little bit. Back to normal. Push that up a bit. The thing is, it's trying not to drown out a pale color character. I mean, that's the biggest thing you try to do. You're doing photos for a pale character is trying not to drown them out, which is a problem you only have on a pale toned character. Everybody else is just fine. Me and my pale characters, not so much. It's a little better there. See Venus just fine. Well, of course, we gotta put our depth of field on. I fucking love this island. No lag here, baby. None. This is what it used to be like on top of the tower. Something changed. Something changed, dude. For the worst. For the worst, I mean. I say for the worst. Let's see. Can we add a little bit of light back there, maybe? Just a little bit to spring it up a bit, spruce it up a bit, make it a little bit more shiny. Probably not, right? There's it's a lot of zone back there. As a matter of fact, I don't even know where the fuck the light is. Oh, I put it way too far. But look how far back that is. It disappears into the grass. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I put that a little too far out. I'm thinking like 4 good corners here. Let me hide those. Or you know what? Ooh, I should make the color a bit more of a soft pink. I didn't think about that till now, but that would probably be helpful with the colors. Let me see. Where's the RGB tool? I need a cherry blossom pink. Cherry blossom pink RGB code. Make things a lot easier. There we go. 255, 183, 197. I was actually quite close. I did 255, 170, 210. I was pretty close. That's not bad. Not bad. I was decently close, but not close enough. Now, boom. Make that max the brightness of that out. See what that looks like real quick. That gives us a really nice pink back there. Let's take these, spread them out a bit to really enhance the pinkness of the trees. And with no volumetric fog on, you're not even going to really be able to see them like super well, especially if we line them up with the tree line. That gives them a bit more color. Do one more 10 max, which is the most you can do anyways. That'll give us a bit more color in the lining there. Out the way because I can't see. That out the way as well. Alright, so that's light number 6. Right there. Number 7. Right about there. 8. A little too far away. Put 8 right here. 9. That up about there. 10. 10 is good where it is. We need majority of the lighting to be on her, which it is doing that quite well. Not bad at all. But if we wanted to reduce it just a tiny bit more, still have a fair bit of lighting on the trees back there. Oh, let's disconnect these from her actually. That also brightens it up a little bit more, so that's good. Plus obviously we wouldn't want these lights to be connected to her, not just her own lights. Turn that up a tiny bit. And I mean, Looks pretty dang good to me, man. Looks pretty good. You can see Venus real well. You can see Venus real well, so it works perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Sounds ridiculous when I say it like that. Alright, boom. There we go. That is quite clean, if I do say so myself. That is quite clean. Like I said, it's going to be a two-parter set, so you already see we got one. Okay, one is right here. Let's see. Let's use some poses we have not made a whole lot of use of. There's some poses I haven't used in a hot minute. The walking poses, I have not used any of these in a very long time. Just a little simple smile, nothing too crazy. Look at the contrast difference, it's perfect. This is not an easy task to pull off for a pale character. They usually get their skin tone drowned out pretty badly. This time, it's working quite well. And then because the mesh top isn't showing too much, it's perfect. It's perfect. This will work perfectly here on YouTube and over on the Instagrams, which is where this variant will be. Wait, hold on, let me just over to this side. Here we go. And then the other one, because I have been slacking on Deviant, I've been posting a lot of old stuff. I posted a freaking Christmas set I did. I didn't have nothing because I don't do these type of sets very often. Like I'll be telling people, if you gonna go over there, don't expect no madness. I don't do that. I'm like, you know what? We're gonna be doing some stuff on Venus, which is kind of normal for this character in comparison to any of my other characters. So boom, make it happen. What should make it happen? Shoot, if any of these, I need to be. I'm currently designing some more shirts. I have not done any shirt designs in a hot minute. Some of these more than likely will end up on some shirts. Maybe not this one because there's a lot going on. It's great as a photo, but probably not all that great as a shirt. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I haven't tested it yet. Obviously, we're taking the pictures now, but I guess it depends on what people want. I think for shirts though, it'd be best to do like 16:9 photos. They'll have the best ratio for a shirt by a mile. Stuff like this is probably gonna be a little too wide for a shirt. A little too wide for a shirt, bruv. Actually, no, let's do a close-up for this. It's more of a casual, simple pose. See Venus. See Venus. At the same time. Boom. You know what I'm saying? You can see Venus and you can see Venus. You know what I'm saying? I've been waiting. I've been trying to use Venus for so many different characters, but I was like, it'd be pretty dumb not to use Venus for Venus. So you can see Venus and see Venus. You know what I mean? You can see Venus and you can see Venus at the same time. You know what I mean? We can't use like OGV. Her name is Vivian, not Venus. You know what I'm saying? We can't use Country V. Her name is Victoria. You know what I'm saying? You gotta use Venus when you're using Venus. It is late. I'm getting loopy. Okay. I don't even remember what I was talking about before we headed to this character because it took so long to set this up. I think I was talking about modern games being whack. Reject modern games, embrace old games. I'm pretty sure that's what I was talking about. That's the truth though. That's the truth. Why play all these boo-boo head modern games? You could be playing Skyrim chilling right now, son. You know what I mean? You could be playing Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, Fallout 4 right now, son. You be playing Oblivion Remastered right now, son. You feel what I'm saying? Why play modern games when the old ones are better and have more modding options? Way more modding options. You can actually do other goofy fun stuff too. GTA Offline is pretty freaking great. I still be playing. You know, I always say I don't play GTA, but that's not true. I don't play GTA Online. I do play GTA Offline. Why? Because it's great. GTA Offline has little to no issues. You can do whatever the fuck you want, however you want. You know what I mean, if you just want to play an online character, you can do that too. I play my online characters all the time on GTA Offline. You feel what I'm saying? What the fuck? Oh shoot. Grass everywhere, boy. I play my GTA Online characters all the time on offline. Why play a trashy online modern game when you can play a great offline modern game like Red Dead Redemption 2, baby? Huh? What you talking about? Red Dead Redemption 2, woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? Why play who but Call of Duty multiplayer when you can play amazing Call of Duty Zombies? You know what I'm saying? Why make your brain hurt when you can soothe your brain instead? You know what I mean? When I'm up on round 56 on zombies, I'll be chilling. Not really, but I don't be stressing. Yeah, active and high energy. There's no stress. You feel what I'm saying? Unless you really, really are like a hardcore zombies player and death is not an option. I ain't never heard of that though. Most people when they playing zombies is chill. When I'm playing zombies, man, I'm chilling, dude. When I'm playing multiplayer, I'm not chilling. Not chilling at all, as a matter of fact. You feel what I'm saying? Direct opposite, actually. Don't be chilling out one bit. Man, this fuck stressed out. How this dude kill me? Cause he did. Feel what I'm saying? He did. Shoot, this so dang hot in here. My water's getting warm already. I just got the dang thing. Make her more serious looking. I usually keep this character somewhat serious looking. I think it's the haircut. Back in the day, she always looked like she had a slight smile on her face. Now she looks more serious. I think it's the hair. This hair fits her so dang well though. This character is the only one of my characters who have gone through a million different hairstyles because I, for the life of me, could not find a hairstyle that matched her until I found this lovely modded hairstyle. The wolf cut. Okay. And it fits her perfectly. There was no hairstyle that worked. She probably had like 16 different hairstyles throughout her existence. Where my other characters will stick to one, I'll stick them to one hairstyle. For OG-V, that's anything that's very curly. For Country V, that's anything that's very curly. Typically the afro, same with OG-V. East LA V, she's pretty much had the afro her entire existence. Dominican V had the afro up until I found that curly ponytail. Now that's kind of her main thing I rock on her. You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, one hairstyle only. This character, holy crap. I was going through hairstyles. I did not know what would work for her. If I was to post a collage of pictures from when I first made her till now, she would have like 60 different hairstyles. I just could not figure out what worked for this character until I found this hairstyle right here. Now, it's been 3 months, changed his hair yet. No, it's been like 6 actually. Like 5-6 months, ain't changed his hairstyle yet. There's no need to, it's perfect. Only downside is it's a replacer, but the hair that it's replacing is so ugly, it doesn't even matter. There's not a single one of my characters would ever rock the hairstyle that this hairstyle is over. That crap is hideous. That was like what I was saying earlier in the episode. Certain styles they put in this game just ain't realistic. You're not gonna see people rocking stuff like that. You're just not. You know what I'm saying? At least here in America. Ain't gonna see it. Styles will probably stay pretty much the dang same and they'll constantly circulate like some dollars, okay? But they probably won't change too much. Sneakers will probably be the biggest thing that change, and even then, probably not. Chuck Taylors is most likely still gonna look like Chuck Taylors just like they do, even if it's the boots. They still look like Chucks, just taller. And typically made out of heavier material like leathers and stuff. Some wool on the inside. Other than that, Change is going to be very minimal. Okay. I just know it. I just know it. I'll be paying attention to styles. I like clothes a lot. The point where, shoot, I'll be designing a whole lot of clothes, man. One of my favorite things to do. A lot of these pictures I'll be taking, you're gonna see these fools on shirts. Like probably her in this fit right here. You're probably gonna see this on a shirt with that new joint that I made. Not have her look at the camera through her eyes, I just through the fingers. I just realized it. Although I feel like something like this would work perfectly. You know what? I actually, with the Venus, you can see Venus. I'm gonna stop. I done made that joke like 60 times. Like, okay, we get it. The character's name is Venus, and behind her is the planet Venus. But that'd be sick though, you know what I mean? But yeah, no. It's all about them chill games, man. It's all about the chill games. It's all about chilling. That's like tonight, I'ma sleep nice. Why? Because I didn't stress myself out on some Call of Duty, then go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? I know mad people who would do that. They'll hop on Call of Duty, mad as fuck, angry, stressing on the game, then try to go to sleep and be like, dang, I can't sleep. Yeah, your brain hurt. You can't sleep with your brain hurting like that right now. Not even possible. Brain is hurting. You just hopped on boo-boo head Call of Duty, stressed out for like an hour or two, then now you want to go to sleep. It don't work like that. It don't. Oh my goodness. This don't work like that, dude. That brain is no longer in the mood to go to sleep. That brain is furious at the guy that kept killing you over and over. You know what I'm saying? That's just how the head works. Oh, the fuck, you did not just sit here on Call of Duty for 2 hours getting smacked on. Now you want to go to sleep. The brain is no longer in the mood to sleep. Wants revenge. Some 3D pixels. Guy who was probably cheating, been playing for the last 13 hours while you got to go to sleep and get up for work or school in the morning. Feel what I'm saying? I don't mess with these Call of Duties no more unless it's zombies. Zombies. I almost made the dang mistake of playing Clash, the Warzone Clash, too dang much. I'm sitting here trying to bum rush people. I'm no longer focused on getting high points. I'm now focused on getting kills on people, which is something I do when I've been playing something online for too long. Now I'm no longer focused on getting a high score by picking up treasure chests and stuff. I'm now focused on getting a high score by killing people, which is the opposite of what I'm supposed to be doing when I play Clash. Clash is about the fun of looting and using score streaks to kill people, not actually running up on people and shooting them. Because then if they get the kill on me, I'm like, oh man, how the fuck he kill me? How the fuck he kill me? Because you doing too dang much. Feel what I'm saying? You out here bum rushing people and crap with no actual battle plan. Outside of, oh, my gun is way faster than him. But then you forgot that your gun isn't way faster than his gun because you're not using the same gun. You're leveling up a new gun that is not nearly as good because it has no attachments, heavier recoil, higher damage, but heavier recoil and all that stuff. And when you get killed, you upset, and then an hour later you remember, oh, I'm using the wrong gun. I was leveling a new one. That is speaking from experience. That happened a couple of days ago. You feel what I'm saying? That's where we be out here messing up. And boom. This right here might be one of the firest sets I've done in a minute. The outfit is just simply saucy. The background is sick as fuck. And now it's time to do the part 2 of this, which can't be done here, okay? Can't be done here, my good peoples. With that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up on out of here. Put this second part together, and that set will drop on Deviant the same day this video is uploaded. Make sure you go ahead over there, check that out. Hit that like button, that subscribe button, and notification bell. Share with your people. Join Legendary Clan, support the channel, become legendary. Check out Instagram. That's where I post most of my photos. Deviant for the stuff that's just a little too much for Instagram, but never too much. Don't go over there expecting madness. Music channel. That's where you hear all this background music. And if you ever want to see the behind the scenes of these videos, you can head over to the gaming channel. And I also post just regular gaming videos over there too. With that being said, for now at least, I think in the future it'll probably change up a bit. But for now, gaming videos and stuff like that. I'm out.